Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I am your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, and today is Easter Sunday, right? But isn't it also like the Ramadan season? Isn't it also Passover? Aren't there also Hindi holidays hitting all around the same time? And I know a lot of us say that we run campaigns, they're deep in history, and your players' actions have repercussions that go forward, right? Your players' actions, the PC's activity, affects the future, which is fine. But do the events that are going on in the background affect your player characters, your campaign? And while I'm talking about this, because again, this is the holiday for me, my family. We celebrated Easter. Also meant that my son spent still here. He's spending a couple of days with the family. Came up from Tennessee. His fiance spent time with us. Uh, my sister and my brother-in-law and my niece. My niece is staying tonight. This is all stuff. All these family events are going on, right? But does this stuff happen in your campaigns? And I'm not even saying it happens with your PC's family. That doesn't need to happen. Doesn't mean that, oh, it's the high holy day of binga banga boom bam, right? And the players all they all go. Everybody goes home to one of the PC's home villages and spends the high holy days with family. Remember, the holiday has its root in holy day. Okay, but like I said, there are numerous real world religions that find this current time frame, right? The weeks before, the weeks after, to be highly important. Could that be happening in your campaign? Could it be that uh, there is an intersection between various religions, maybe from the same pantheon, maybe from different pantheons that are being worshipped by the player characters, the NPCs, the different races? And could they all be having a very significant holiday around the same time? Maybe they're in whatever town that the players are visiting. Maybe there's something that happens during that high holy day of holidays. Maybe when your players go shopping in town, they find that, wow, everything's at a 20% discount, but you're supposed to give 10% of uh, your purchase that you would normally spend. So you can still save 10%, but maybe you got to put 10% down as a tithe to your deity, or maybe you put a 10% tithe down to the deity whose high holy day is that day. Maybe this discount goes on for a week, and each of the deities gets a different day of tithing. Right? Maybe it's time when criminals have their criminal records or accusations or convictions expunged, right? Maybe that's what it is. Right? Isn't there a biblical in the New Testament? Isn't there biblical history for that? It's like, who do you wish me to pardon over Passover, right? And according to New Testament, Christ is the one that lost out on the pardon. He didn't get the pardon. But could that be a ritual or something that goes on? Maybe that it's important because maybe one of the members of your party is in custody, right? Maybe they committed a crime or were accused of a crime, and yes, it does happen. Maybe the players didn't kill all the constables, all the town guards. Maybe somebody actually was captured. So maybe this is your opportunity to get them out. And maybe it's like, well, if you do this quest, then your records will be expunged, your conviction will be overturned, because that is our tradition at this time. Was a possibility. Uh, Maybe it's something where your players are expected to buy drinks for everybody at the local tavern or pub, right? And by doing so, it brings them luck. And maybe there's a game bonus for it. Maybe they spend a couple of gold pieces buying town folks a round or two of drinks, and maybe they get +1 on their die rolls for the next adventuring day. There's ways to integrate this, ways to bring this into your campaign. And I'm not saying overdo it. I'm not saying, well, every session would have a new high holy day that you have to deal with, and you don't need that, and you don't need to flesh them all out. All right, I know some people do. I'm not going to name names. I game with some people that will go into those types of details, but I think that you can gloss over what you don't need, add one or two that will have an immediate effect, and then go from there. And if your players want to know more, then you add more as the requests are made as it is needed. I always feel that there is a point where the amount of effort you put into game prep, uh, you don't get the maximum value out of it because you over prep. And I think the potential of something like this is over prep if that is your general leaning. So again, I would suggest you deal with the holiday at the moment that you want to play with, that you want to use to bring a little extra, uh, maybe there's in reality, but an extra bit of life to your campaign, a little tidbit that people go, oh, we're not just out here killing things and taking their shit. There's a world beyond us, and there are events beyond us, and there's a history that happened before us, and there is a future that will happen after us. And I think that that is important to get your players invested in a campaign. Obviously, if you're playing a one shot, if you're doing convention play, I don't think that it's necessary. It can be atmospheric, don't get me wrong. But I think that I personally, little things like this thrown in into the middle of a campaign can just add a little bit extra to make your players, I don't know, buy in a bit more, a little bit more belief. Never hurts, right, folks? That's just good gameplay. I'd like to know what you do. Have you added holy days that are not just religious days, but something that becomes secularized too, right? A lot of these holy days become more than just the religious aspect. There is the family gathering. There might be other traditions that go along with it that go beyond it, and you don't even know why you do it. So, are there other traditions that go along with these? Do you add holy days to your campaign for this reason, or do you not? You know, gods are just there, and when you need healing and raised from the dead, and to give your cleric spells. I'd like to know. So give me your thoughts. Add them as a comment to this very video. Here, something I never say. Like and subscribe. We're just short of 1,300 subscribers. We'd like to get there. I really would. So if you're watching this, if you're enjoying this, you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I know I probably should have said it earlier, but it's what it is. Folks, today, again, for me and my family, we're celebrating Easter. It is a holy day for us, and it's a holiday, and it's a great time for us to see family and friends we might not see otherwise. I hope that you are having a blessed holy day season. I hope your holiday goes well. First, if you get some time off from work. We're in the midst of the world of COVID. Let's not forget that. Common sense. I'm not telling you what to fucking do. All right. You are all adults or under the auspices of an adult, so you figure that shit out. Be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. And I will be back again tomorrow, Monday. A live stream on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Joe Block will be joining myself and Bad Mike. Should be a good one. All right, folks. On that note, I'm out of here.